legend. He is probably the highest paid fighter in mixed martial arts history. A lot of people look at you as somebody who came into mixed martial arts almost with a marketing strategy before you came in, which is, it's got to be light years, generations beyond what's out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you attribute a lot of your success in mixed martial arts to?
Well, you know, Charles, when we first came into it, I mean, coming from the streets and all, I mean, we just started off just, you know, being a street fighter. You know, it was a way to just make a couple extra dollars, you know, a few extra bucks. Never had a big agenda to go mainstream or anything like that. It was just in a way to make some extra money, you know, and one thing led to another. You know, Mike, being the brains of it all, decided to bring a camera just to record this one particular fight, so we could reflect back over it. And just like I wanted to see how I moved, I just wanted to see the punches, I just wanted to see myself, you know. And the next thing you know, history was in the making from right there. You know, we never thought that it was going to get the recognition that it got, the attention that it got, you know, and it just blew up. You know?
So we're talking, I'm sure, about the famous street fight that you had down in Miami,
yeah,
where you know, you hit the guy so hard that his eye came out of the socket.
Yeah, that one particular fight, yeah, that was the Battle in Paran was what they titled it.
Now, I talked with you a lot about that fight in the past.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about the build-up? How did that fight get set up, and what did it feel like coming into a situation like that when you didn't know what the end game was going to be?
Right, you never do, you know, because again, it's a street fight. It's dealing with you know everyone's from the streets. Everyone knows a little bit about how it is in certain neighborhoods and you know, certain backgrounds and certain hoods. You know, it can be dangerous. It could be a lot of gunplay. It'll never go the way you expect for it to go. So, you know, we had to cover our end, you know, cover our asses on every end, you know. So, you know, the outcome was going to be, you know, if I would have lost, it would have been bad for us all, you know. So that couldn't have happened. And then me, I'm a fighter, you know. I'm a fighter by nature. I'm a fighter by heart. You know, I love fighting. I love throwing hands. I love seeing hands coming at me, being able to make a guy miss and hit back. You know, and that was just one of my good attributes that I had, that I was able to I can see the punch coming, you know, and it was just a good opportunity for us to do, and we did it, and we put it on tape, and here we are today.
A huge success, and
yeah.
I know that's how I found you originally. I saw the video on the internet just like everyone else did.
Yeah.
And I remember realizing at that moment, like, you had unreal raw talent.
Yeah, something
so
was there.
We reached out to your manager, Mike Imber,
yeah.
and we started getting you in the gym. But I remember there was hesitation, at least at first, about going legitimate.
Well, see, the reason why, because you know, like when you go legit, you know, you don't know what to expect. You have to train. People have to train you. They change the way you are, and you have to learn all kind of new stuff. And you know, if you're not doing it from when you're a kid, it just be kind of hard to do. You know, you have to really have love for it. You know, you have to have some type of love for it in order to do it, to dedicate yourself to it, to make some kind of sacrifices, and then to commit yourself to the whole thing. You know, and that's kind of what we did. You know, after I guess a few million hits, you know, on the internet, you know, everyone was like, "Hey, could this guy go pro? What's up with the UFC? Let this guy fight Tank Abbott. Let this guy fight Tito Ortiz." I mean, they was calling out all kind of names, Sean Gannon. There was kind of all kind of names was being called out, you know, that I didn't know nothing about, and I didn't think about going pro from it. You know, it was just a fight to do, to make a couple of bucks. I kept my day job, you know, and I guess after a while, the attention kept, the build-up kept going, the hype kept going, and then, you know, I said, you know what? Let me give this UFC thing a chance, you know. But if I do go UFC, I would want it to have trained with the best, you know. And one thing led to another, and we did our thing.
So I remember a time where I remember asking you, because there was a huge amount of hype, not just locally, but across the whole country.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Everyone was going through this Kimbo mania.
Yeah.
And people didn't even know your name at the time, and everyone was all
Call
about
me
it.
Bird Slice.
Right. So when I met you, I remember it was very. It struck me as odd that I asked you what you thought about it. I remember asking you if some of the interviews about you were real. And, now knowing you for such a long time, I know you don't give a lot of interviews,
Right.
And I know now those interviews weren't real, but I also remember being very surprised that you seem to not be that aware of all this attention that was out there for you.
No, I still kind of trying to stay away from the internet like that. I really don't know what goes on. I don't care much about what, people say about me because, they're critics, man. I don't give a fuck what somebody say about me. You know what I'm saying? They can say what they want to say, all day long. That shit doesn't faze me. I do me and let them do them. And I'm a street fighter by nature. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker disrespect me in the streets, we gonna scrap, we gonna put it down. If they want to gunplay, we gunplay. But I'm trying not to go there because I have kids, I have a family, and we try to keep it, keep everything, at an adult level, a mature level, and being fan favorite, you know what I'm saying, the people's, whatever the people, however they see me, there's been a lot of love and respect in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So that helps me keeps it 100 with myself and with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So knowing all that, Charles, man, there's never no disrespect in the streets because people see where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I go to the same stores they go into. I shop where they shop. You know what I'm saying? I eat where they eat at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like one of those guys you see on TV and then you just don't see them no more in the public. You see me on TV yesterday, but you might see me in McDonald's tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You might see me in Winn-Dixie on Thursday. You might see me in Walmart on Friday. And I'm that same guy. I'm with my kids. I'm shopping. And I like my QT. I like my time with my family. And that's what it's all about with me, man. I keep it 100.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about your family? How many kids do you have?
No, I don't want to tell you about my family. No, I don't want to talk about my family.
All right.
All right, I'm just fucking with you. All right, I got 6 kids. I got 3 boys, 3 girls. I got a beautiful fiance. We're about to get married. I don't know when. She keeps putting me off, man. I don't think she don't want to marry me or something, but
I don't know about that, Kimbo.
I got 3 beautiful kids, man. I got my oldest. He's somewhere around here. There he is back there hiding. I don't know if you want to pan over there real quick and take a look at that ugly guy back there. So I got that's 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6. And I have 3 boys, 3 girls. My oldest is right here, he's 18, and my youngest is 5. And she's running around the gym somewhere causing hell.
Now, I know Boonks personally. I've worked out with him. Tremendous, amazing talent.
Yeah.
And I know your other son as well is a rising star in high school football right now.
Yeah,
top prospect across the country.
Right.
So there's obviously, and then I met your brother also, and also a great athlete. There's a tremendous gene pool going on here that's creating these awesome athletes. When you were raising your sons, did you have that goal in mind? Because I know you played college football, you played a little bit of high school football.
Yeah, I played a lot of high school football. College, I skipped college because of the hurricane and went shot straight to shooting into the NFL. Tried out with the Dolphins in '97, played with them during the whole preseason. Then was cut at the end of the preseason. And from there on, I just went ahead and tried to become, somewhat of an entrepreneur. I could have resorted to, the typical, lifestyle, growing up in the hood, selling dope, robbing, doing all that crazy crap. But just decided to, really, be different, I knew I had a brain, so I decided to use it. My mom, like, you heard that saying before, my mama didn't raise no fool.
Right.
And she didn't. So I decided to use my skills and my physical attributes to the best of my ability to try to, make something of myself, And I just felt like it was always something out there for me. Just didn't know what it was, couldn't put my finger on it. It was just something out there. And, and then, just with a lot of praying and a lot of commitment, and when them doors open up, you take these doors and you never know where it leads to, and unfortunately, Mike and I decided to take a door together and we decided to do something great, and he, hired me to be his head security for the Reality Kings, which I'm still am today, considering that I fight and I do my thing, I'm not as active, but when I'm called, when I'm needed.